Let's see. We should be streaming. Yeah, we're streaming on there. Now let me get our audio fired up. Oop, there we go. Now we're recording on the internet. It's all good. All right, cool. Hi, welcome to Take This Rose. I'm Tommy.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are here to discuss Becca's hometown dates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're almost at the end, guys. We're celebrating with ice cream. It's pretty good. I'm just having plain old vanilla.
I have Hershey's syrup on it.
Okay. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty. The ending was okay. I guess it was. I'll say this, and this is really a statement for the franchise. This was the whitest hometowns week we've ever had.
Super white.
It was so white.
All of it.
Riding tractors. Playing hockey. Reminiscing on high school as though it was a good time.
It wasn't.
Yeah, for nobody.
Guys, it wasn't.
What did they do at Colton's? That was super white.
I don't remember.
It was in Colorado. Sure.
That's pretty white.
It's pretty fucking white. So yeah. Overall, we're getting through this season. We're gonna be done with it pretty quickly. So, let's get our plugs out of the way. Mm-hmm. We are on Twitter. We had some decent tweets tonight.
I tweeted a couple of times, and then Tommy tweeted the rest of the night. Mm-hmm. There's one that got a lot of play.
Yeah.
It was that promo implying that Chris Harrison is going to take Colton's virginity before the fantasy suite? V confused.
That looked like a possibility at one point. And I wouldn't be shocked if it was the first time. We're eating ice cream, Jason. I wouldn't be shocked if it was the first time that he said to take somebody's virginity before the fantasy suites.
Guys, I had a real big blow.
Yeah, let's talk
tonight.
about it because Jenny's looking at her phone about it. Skylar's gone.
And so you guys can see my hair is balayage, whatever. It's lighter on the bottom than it is on the top. It's gradual. It looks like it's happened from the sun and time. It's not. It costs a lot of money and it's hard to do. Not a lot of people can do it. So we started doing this like right before I got pregnant. Because I remember it was like right before the election and I thought Hillary Clinton was going to be president and we lived in a better time.
Okay. Let's get on to the hair. The
and
real
then
tragedy here.
I went to get it. I went to make an appointment right before my baby shower and they were like, Colin has left. And I'm like, fuck you. I need it done. Yeah. So I went to this girl, Alyssa, and she was amazing. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like, my hair looks fantastic. Went to make an appointment after I had my baby. They're like, Alyssa has left the salon. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And by this time, I'm not at work anymore, so I don't want to go into the city. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I'll find somebody in the suburbs. And I found someone who did a really good job. And then I went to somebody else at the salon because she was out of town and they fucked up my hair. And then the other girl had to fix it again. And now my sister just went to make an appointment with her. And they're like, she's left the salon.
Wow. Man, it's a hard knock life.
I know.
Us.
You and Jeff were making so much fun of me. Well, actually, we were like watching it and you asked me a question. And Jeff is like, she's in crisis mode. She hasn't listened to anything you've said in 10 minutes.
You didn't watch the show.
I didn't.
That's why I had to tweet.
This hair doesn't just happen. So Skylar's at her own private studio. She just messaged me.
Yeah.
It's at Irving Park in Western, so that's not too bad. It's not like in the loop or anything. But I'm just like, I'm distraught.
That's a hike.
I am not driving them away. Jason, why would you say that? I'm a delight.
So we do have a Twitter. We also have an Instagram. It's at Take This Roast Podcast. We have an email, takethisroastpodcast@gmail.com.
Do we have an email this week?
No emails this week.
You guys. I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
It was super dramatic.
Thank you.
Nicole, there we go.
Thank you.
No new emails, but always feel free to reach out. Let's see. We've got Facebook, YouTube, subscribe. And we're on iTunes, usually.
Yep.
Let's see. We have 2 sponsors. We have at Jenny Cakes Chai.
That's me. I make cakes.
Yeah. We've got a new sponsor. At That Trainer Tommy.
That Trainer Tommy.
Yeah, that's me. Just personal training stuff. If you're interested, do that.
He's already got
Yeah.
several clients. Rave reviews.
Ooh.
Dave had a good idea. Here's my idea to improve hometowns. The Bachelorette stays over and we get to see everyone having breakfast adjusted to the cameras and without all the makeup and forced let's go talk conversations. This is my idea for the improvement of hometowns. The lead has to talk to an ex of the contestant for every contestant, right? So every single one. No, because it's going to be the only time that this person is not seen in a glamorous light.
Yes, and the contestant does not get to choose the ex.
Yeah.
The ex will be found and scheduled by the producers,
That, of course,
who are sadists.
That would have blown Colton's bullshit virginity theory. Okay, cool. So, or not theory, but story. Okay, so we started with Garrett.
Not attractive.
No, he's not a good-looking guy. He is.
Oh,
Well, I was just gonna start falling out. You won't even have
protest.
to worry about. Yeah,
I'm just gonna go bald.
So yeah, he's not a good-looking guy. I don't like. I'm watching this, and obviously he's a good-looking guy, right?
No, he's not. I wouldn't even, like, not even just he's not attractive enough to be on the show. Like, I think if I saw him at a bar, maybe from a distance, I'd be like, oh, he's kind of cute. And then he'd, like, make a face, and I'd be like,
No, yeah. And then he'd do his Chris Farley impersonation.
And I'd be like, please.
I guess we're going to get some shots.
Got enough of that at Second City, yo.
Jeez. So, they're, I don't know where they were. I kind of tuned out.
Heather, he does not have a nice smile. His smile is, like, too much. It's too much. It's so big. It's so big.
Yeah, so his family, they started out planting tomatoes because his family owns an agricultural business. Pretty sure if you're planting crops, that's called a farm.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Do they have multiple farms?
Maybe they're growing marijuana. That's where Becca went after last season. Remember when Becca Martinez?
Yes.
Becca.
The call.
Disappeared. So they, that happened. Lucy is having a rough night.
Lucy is having a rough night.
The last girl he brought home, his ex-wife.
Yes. And everybody held their tongues.
Fun fact. Get into our 4th or 5th year of doing this. I still have not brought a girl home to meet my parents. Very proud.
When we started this, we were renovating our kitchen.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we were upstairs.
Yep.
Yeah, and is that Lucy's room? No.
No.
Oh.
No, we were in the guest room.
Yeah.
/ my room.
So over that period of time, not one.
And I finally painted the trim in here, the ceiling trim, the
nice.
molding.
Nice.
I know, I just did it.
Nice.
It's only been 3 years.
Yeah. Only
4
been
years.
3 years. Not one.
And he's dated.
Yeah.
He's swiped Sundays away.
I've swiped him away. I'm not to Jordan's level. So his last girl was his ex-wife. They brought home. And he was talking about how his ex pretty much tried to divide him and his family. And that, like, she was trying to be really controlling.
Yep.
Not really mentioning that there's a chance, just a chance, that Garrett was somewhat culpable in the minds of this relationship.
God, way to blame the victim, Tommy.
Yeah. I mean, it was...
I have no idea.
It's unbelievable. She really needs to talk to somebody because she is getting dragged through the fucking mud.
She needs to show up like that chick.
Oh, to Mario's girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes. That chick was straight out of Maury. To Mario's act.
Oh, that was so fun.
Oh,
I miss when fun things like that would
I know.
happen.
That was a really good goofy fun.
Oh.
That was a good one.
How's that tap?
That would have been a good time for you to say something when I was taking a long sip of water.
How's that tap water treating you?
It's okay. She does not have a Brita filter.
No, we're trashy.
I mean, it is.
It's Lake Michigan water, guys. It's like the best water you can drink. Oh my god. Stop it.
Yeah. So, let's see. We go to his family, go to their house. He walks in the door. And
he went in the house through the door.
Remember what he did when he walked in the door? Or was this right?
It was like this. He went like, and his brother did it too.
Garrett's part of MS-13.
Why?
He's part of MS-13. The whole Instagram likes stuff has been to throw us off the trail. Okay, he's involved in some really deep gang. This has to be a gang sign.
Like, what does it mean? And why?
What could it possibly mean?
Jason, every time I brought a prom or homecoming date home, my parents were always stunned because I never talked about them. Jason, I feel like this poor communication on your part.
Yeah. You need to give them a little bit of a heads up. Sometimes I'll just give my parents a little taste.
Just a little snippet.
Yeah. So-and-so that I'm seeing, and then never talk about them again.
Just go dark.
Yeah, and then my mom will be like, so what happened to this person that you were seeing? I'm like, oh, she broke up with me months ago. Oh. Yeah, that was
in the past.
Yeah.
I think I'll do the same thing when I divorce Jeff. It'll just be like a side note.
Yeah. By the way.
Like, oh, BT Dubs. Yeah, he's not around anymore.
Right, yeah. That's not funny.
Please, I'm never getting divorced.
Yeah, I know.
I love him so hard. It's ridiculous.
It was just, that's a scary thought. Like, you not with Jeff.
Right?
Alone out there.
Oh.
Just like holding him to your phone, I think you'd just be...
What do I do?
I know.
Where do I go?
Yeah. Okay, so they get talking to his family. His sister pulled him aside first. She is very protective and very wasted.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if she was pre-gaming or if this was later than the evening than it appeared to be from the editing. But, like...
I think everyone was a little uptight. And the producer said, hey, let's open up a bottle of Pinot Grigio.
Maybe just 7?
Let's loosen you up a little bit.
And she got real loose.
And she got real wasted. I'm very protective of you.
And she was just...
Very.
She got that high-pitched cry that sounds fake.
Yeah, but it was very real. Yeah.
It's not a good look.
So then his mom was talking to Becca. Said Garrett has deep values. Once again, the Instagram stuff. Not really adding up there. They all talked. This one's kind of hard. Nothing happened. Except at the end, his father, I'm assuming he did a Chris Farley impersonation at the end there too, right?
I don't know. This was deep Jenny's hair crisis mode.
So his father did something where it seemed like a Chris Farley impersonation, but I couldn't tell you what character it was. Or
and
maybe
they like freaked out.
Yeah, they thought it was hysterical. Or maybe he had a stroke. I don't know.
That could be a stroke.
That could be. Some people just have strokes. Is that... Yeah, I don't know, Heather. I'm assuming that's what it was. And then it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't know.
Maybe he just got a phone call that he got the MacArthur Genius Grant.
Maybe. Let's put that on the slimmer side.
They showed that. It was like off camera.
Yeah.
And he was just so excited.
Yeah, that's why everyone was so drunk. They were celebrating.
Guys, I got the MacArthur Genius Grant. My son's on the Bachelorette. What a great day.
What a great, good day. Good day all around. So then we went to Buffalo for Jason. I thought Garrett had a very Caucasian date. They rode on a tractor at one point when they were planting the tomatoes. There were Chris Farley impersonations.
Yep.
Even whiter in Buffalo.
So white.
Now, the Buffalo accent is actually supposed to be pretty similar to ours.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's the Inland Lakes accent. So pretty much...
The lake gives us our accent
yes,
and our power.
because we were all shipping to each other and just talking to each other.
On the boats?
On boats, I guess. Sure. So, we've got a similar accent.
That's a theory.
Apparently. Look it up. So they,
Don't think I will.
Yeah, so they, Jason also sounds like he's chronically congested.
Does.
I just
At one point, you were like, blow your nose.
Yeah, just one hard blow. Just see what happens. He needs to get the little kettle. We'll go. We'll do that.
Maybe just run the hot water in the shower for a couple of minutes, stand in the bathroom.
He'll be amazed at how much better he sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the reason he did so well when he was eating wings was he couldn't taste any of the spice because he's so congested. So, sounds like he has a cold. They go to some bar.
Yes.
And he did keep saying baby, yes. They go and they start eating wings. Okay, now if this happens, there's a wings eating competition amongst couples.
Okay.
If this happens
to you,
to me,
okay.
Jeff also agreed with me.
Okay.
You walk in, this is happening. I don't give a fuck about this show anymore. I'm going all in on this wings. I love wings. Okay, wings are so good. So I'd be going all in. And she barely touched. She was a terrible teammate. Just another strike against Becca. No wonder Ari dumped her and didn't love her.
You won't eat wings, girl.
Yeah, right. So then he
I don't see. I'm not a wing person. They're fine. I'm not going to deep dive into it.
Okay.
You stick a thing of crab legs in front of me, though, I'm going to go to town.
Okay, that's respectable. I would say in the fall, college football season, wings comprise about 75% of my diet. Pretty much, you've heard of leaning out for the summer. I have to lean out for the fall. Because that's when I put on all my
I've not heard
mass.
of leaning out for the summer. What is that?
Getting your summer bod?
Leaning out?
Yeah. You get lean and mean. Get your summer bod. You cut.
I feel like the out is the wrong visual.
Leaning in? Sucking in? I don't know. I feel great.
I'm really flexing, you guys.
Yeah, look at that core. Hands bouncing right off. She's hitting herself in the stomach. Like how Maria Menounos does.
She does that?
Yeah, she does. She's got great abs.
Well, yeah, she's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Do you know she used to be very heavy?
I did. Isn't that how she got, famous?
Is it? Is it?
By no longer being overweight?
You know who used to be overweight? Let's get me famous. Yeah, I don't know. So they're eating wings. Apparently, there's no ranch in Buffalo, which is a little bit of a bummer. Mm-hmm. I prefer ranch to blue cheese, but I could get down with blue cheese.
I don't like either. Maybe that's why I don't like wings.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't like ranch?
No, I don't. I'm not big on sauces and dressings.
That's all frosting is. It's a sugary sauce.
Well, that's sugar and butter. Okay. That's in everybody's DNA.
Oh, so you're not? How are you not into dressings? Caesar dressing.
I really don't like. I don't like vinegar, so that cancels out a lot of dressings for me. I don't like the flavor of vinegar.
Okay.
And just cream based dressings gross me out. I don't like the flavor of ranch. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair ties.
Okay.
He keeps looking down.
Yeah.
I don't like the flavor of ranch.
You just seem very nervous about having to defend
I don't like blue cheese. I don't like ketchup or mustard.
What about Thousand Isle?
No. Ew. This is why I don't eat salad.
Mayonnaise?
There was this... I like it when it's dressed up like aioli. When they call it aioli. And put sriracha in it.
Yeah, but it's just mayonnaise.
I like a chipotle mayo.
Yeah, the chipotle mayo is good. I used to make my
really
tuna
good.
salad with that.
Nice.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Not a big fan of mustard, so yeah, yeah, see, Jason doesn't like vinegar either.
Okay, there you go.
I make up for it.
Yeah.
That's actually why I started cooking, because I was such a picky eater.
Yeah.
I could control what I was eating.
I'm shocked at how many people agree with you, whereas Heather is on my side. Okay. Then they went to a hockey rink. Jason pulled out the classic give somebody a hockey nickname by adding or E at the end of their name. So he called her Baxter. Then he kept saying, we're in Buffalo, baby. This is our rink, baby. So they played hockey. They rode a Zamboni.
Did they? I thought somebody else was driving the Zamboni.
They
were in the stands.
They rode a Zamboni at the end. Yeah, so it's pretty white.
Zamboni's a fun word.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Jason, pickles not allowed either. Yes, no, the juice infects everything around them.
Wow. Ooh. Wow, okay.
Where my picky eaters at?
Yeah. Then we got to his house. His brother
Looks just like Darren Criss.
just like him. All right, and I watched the assassination of Gianni Versace on FX.
And I watched Glee.
Yeah, so like I just kept picturing this guy killing multiple people and binding them and torturing them, and he was really not
a great guy.
Not a great guy.
Turns out.
not Darren Criss.
Darren Criss is lovely.
Very, very talented young man. But that Andrew Cunanan.
A little shifty. Here he killed somebody.
I heard. And yet I bet you he could still get cast on this season of The Bachelorette. Even after like 3 of the kills. Oh, I don't know. He seemed cool enough.
I don't know, man.
So they got there. Once again, the conversations, they're all the same.
They are all the same. Don't you hurt my son / brother /
Do you feel like
secret
she's
gay lover.
in love with you? Are you in love with her? I know you've been hurt before. Me. Alright, it's all dumb. This is why when like you have like a JoJo's mom.
It's just...
Oh, it's so glorious.
Because they really are so boring.
They are terrible. So he loved her. They made out at the end. Apparently Jason's a great kisser.
Yeah, that's what Becca said later. She's like, he's the most amazing kisser. Do you think it's actually true, or do you think that she has just never been kissed well?
Or was told that to prop him up as the Bachelor?
We thought Blake was going to be the Bachelor.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's, because Artie was supposed to be a great kisser, right? She got kissed by him.
Yeah. He was so slow.
Yeah, he was very...
Just moved so slowly.
Such a dad bod. Yeah, it's the worst. Okay. So, whatever. Then, we...
Peter.
Poor Peter.
Peter.
Then we got to Blake. He was in Blake.
Blake?
He was in Colorado. And she said at the beginning of the date she's in love with him as well.
Oh.
Yeah. They went to his high school. Terrible place for a date. Mm-hmm. Terrible.
You get PTSD just walking near it.
Oh my god, well, I think you kind of missed the part of it about the school shooting that happened there.
Oh, I did.
So that was not a joke about it.
I just didn't see it because I was putting my baby to bed unsuccessfully, apparently.
So let's not judge and get all upset there. But let's clarify. High school. If high school is the best time of your life, that's no bueno.
No, then you don't have a very good life.
No, yeah, you don't want to peak that early. I mean, I would assume the peak for most people is late 20s, early 30s.
I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm at a really great point in my life.
Sure. You tell yourself that.
I don't have to go to work.
You're not eating any creamy dressings.
I got a really cute baby.
Yeah. Okay.
I got a house.
Yeah.
I have this fridge.
Yeah, you do. Lost a hairstylist.
I lost my hairstyle.
Your life was so much better 2 days ago than it is right now. Think of that. Think of that. So you have peaked. You have peaked, and now we're on the downward part of the hill.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So they went to his high school. High school's just a tough time for everybody. Even like the popular kids.
It's true.
Are having
like you
a hard
look
time.
back at those yearbooks and they weren't that cute. Whew. Everyone's awkward.
Yeah. If you want to go to my personal Instagram @Tommy.Roth, I've got some old high school photos up. Not great.
My freshman year, I was all one color. I had like brassy blonde hair. I was super tan. I wore like silver eyeshadow, and I was doing that thing where you would put concealer in my lip gloss to make it like super pale because it was like the frosty look. It was all one color, you guys. There are pictures.
Like
it wasn't great.
I had a buzz cut. I rocked a buzz cut from age 2 to age like 24. One haircut. I was like, no reason to get fancy. Thought that was a great look. Couldn't believe I wasn't having sex.
Yep. My hair was so long. It was like really long.
Yeah.
I had a lot of split ends. And again, the all one color.
I had my 10-year reunion in the spring.
I did not attend my reunion.
Well, you missed out. Reunions are fun. I got really wasted and walked to go to my high school. But they had the yearbooks there. And just going through some people... I love the people that like had the stoner phase too. Mm-hmm. They're like really turned it around. You're like, oh, that person went to like Georgetown Law.
Or they had the stoner phase, and now they've got a really awesome business in Colorado.
Yeah, we're there.
A couple people from my high school.
Okay, good for them. So, yeah, they went to his high school. Right? Yeah, like dispensaries.
Guys, they sell weed.
Yeah,
legally.
So, Blake, they're in his high school. He's got teachers there. It's probably like a fucking Saturday. Then he talks about the shooting that happened at his high school. Some random guy, not a student.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's camping
like
nearby.
With no affiliation with the school?
I've got no idea.
Well, I need details.
You're the one that made the PTSD comment.
Well, that's because I do have PTSD from high school. We all do.
No.
Not that extreme, but you know.
So he said it gave him an appreciation for life, which I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, somebody did die.
That sucks.
Then they went to the gym, the gymnasium, or maybe it's the auditorium. Who knows?
Large area.
Yeah.
Were there seats?
Yes. The amphitheater. The theater.
R-E. Because it's fancy.
Yeah. So they go in there and they open up the door. And there's a screaming crowd, and Becca's very shocked. Mm-hmm. But then her favorite artist ever is playing there. Betty who?
Is that a person?
Betty who? Apparently an artist.
That's a person?
And not only that, like Becca was like in the crowd and she was singing along. She knew who Betty who was. It's going to be very confusing for Siri.
Who is Betty Who? She is an Australian singer/songwriter.
Hello. Okay. Don't know any of her songs.
She was born in 1991. That makes me feel bad about myself.
I mean, she's 20.
I'm not even that old.
She's 27. It's not that crazy. She's a couple years younger than me.
I feel like anybody who was born in the 90s is like a baby.
My cutoff is, well, okay, so cutoff to date would be no clear recollection of 9/11.
Yes.
Like, because I feel like if you're in second grade, you remember. Mm-hmm. So that gives me a little age.
I was in 8th grade, so.
Yeah, I was in 5th or 6th, something like that. That's my cutoff to date.
Are you 3 years younger than me?
I'm 28.
Have you already turned 20 your age this year? When's your birthday?
It's November 21st.
So you're going to be 29. You're only 2 years younger than me.
So I guess I was in 6th then.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then 9/11 is the cutoff for dating. But also one that perturbs me, because I have a very clear recollection of it, is the Lewinsky scandal.
I remember that too.
Oh, that's pretty much how I learned about sex.
That's how I remained confused about sex.
My brother and I would come home for lunch every day. And we'd watch,
Did your parents offer you, like, interesting perspectives?
No, well...
on the trial?
Well, actually, yes. But my parents are they're great legal minds.
I know, that's why I asked.
You should have heard my dad talking about Kavanaugh this weekend. It's very fascinating.
Oh, really?
At my lake house, yeah. But we come home for lunch, and our babysitter would be there. Mm-hmm. And there'd be this small, it's like one of those really small TVs. Do you remember those?
Yes.
Like, it was like a 9-inch
yes,
TV. Yes.
It's like this big. It had like a really wide back.
And like an antenna. Yeah, so we had one of those.
It had a little handle so you could carry it around.
And you change the channel with like a knob.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And it would click.
So we had one of those in our kitchen, and Pat, every day, my brother, would make us watch WGN Midday News, and every day it'd be about the Lewinsky scandal. And so, like, I'm 8 years old probably, and it's like, well, there's some sort of stain on a dress that they didn't clean. And this stain makes Bill Clinton look terrible. And that's all I knew. And then I found out, he's putting cigars up her hoo-ha. And he's a really depraved guy.
Yep.
You want to talk about somebody that wouldn't do so well in the Me Too age? Old Billy.
Nope. He got, the OJ trial.
OJ trial, I remember as well. Quick aside.
I do not remember that.
About OJ. So OJ, once again, my parents
But my parents weren't lawyers.
Yeah, so my parents were lawyers. So this is burned into my memory, right? Like, I remember my mom has a story where they used to broadcast the trial on the radio. And she was driving home from a deposition, and it's the famous glove interrogation. Mm-hmm. And they pretty much coaxed the prosecution and said, I seen it try on the glove.
I have watched
The People versus OJ. Yeah. So my mom is in the car, and you should never ask a question you don't know the answer to. Yeah. So they never should have asked them to try on the glove. And my mom's in the car yelling at the radio, don't ask him to try on the glove. To buy herself yelling at the radio. And of course they did it. But my brother and I both were convinced of OJ's innocence because we both like the Naked Gun movies. He was very funny in those. Mm-hmm. So my dad, presuming
that people don't commit murder.
Yeah, presuming that OJ is guilty. How foolish of him. Said, I'll make you a deal. If OJ's found not guilty, I'll take you both and I'll buy you chocolate malts. Day of the verdict, my dad left work early. Came home after school. We went to Primo's Ice Cream. He got us chocolate malts. And my brother and I are running around high-fiving. OJ's not guilty. We got chocolate malts. Just running around like that.
Oh, you little shit.
It was a great moment for racial unity because everyone was looking at the racial divide at that time. We were Caucasian and we were very happy with OJ's innocence.
Guys, it solved racism.
Yeah.
It did. Juliana, I'm sorry that you got your wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I looked like a chipmunk when it happened to me.
So then we went to Blake's family. Just real natural transition there.
Yeah, guys.
Blake's family.
Solved racism.
Yeah.
And then Blake's mom's hair is really crazy.
Whoa. You want to talk about somebody that looks like a crazy cat lady?
It's just so structured.
It's like a helmet. Yeah. Primo's Ice Cream. Yeah. Do you know Primo's? Kate? If you do, let me know.
Kate M?
Yeah.
It looks like she does.
Yeah, it's in Oak Lawn. So she just has a helmet for hair. Yeah, she's pretty great.
She's lost several hairstylists. She's in transition.
That's your future. She looks like the person that would cheat on her husband with her son's high school teacher. Yeah, pretty crazy. Shame on her hairstyle.
She does need layers.
Like, how does the production team...
She needs some texture.
How does the production team let that happen?
I don't know.
Or do you think that she's just like, no, nobody touches this?
Honestly, I bet the people there to do hair and makeup got there, looked at it, and said, I don't think I can fix that.
Nothing. You went to St. Gerald's, Kate? Okay, I went to Christ the King. So we used to go to Primo's all the time with the googly eyes on the soft serve ice cream cone. Great time.
That's adorable.
Though I lived 2 blocks from Rainbow Cone, so that's the OG spot. So
Tommy loves Rainbow Cone.
It's really good. So then they talk about Blake's ex. I guess he hit a really bad time because they're talking about he's having like panic attacks and stuff after he got broken up with. I will tell you, you know when you're like, when you've had your heart ripped out is when you're like, you feel very uneasy and you can't sleep. And you spend the whole night under the covers like just like this. It's like the 40-year-old virgin when
Yep.
Steve Carell reveals that he hasn't had sex, and you just wake up and you're like, oh fuck. This is my day.
Oh man.
So yeah.
I know several women who had like such terrible, like kind of emotionally abusive relationships to the point where they had to be medicated.
Oh gosh.
Like it gave them really bad anxiety.
Yeah. I just let my diet fall off.
There you go.
Yeah, it's really healthy.
We all have our ways to cope. You're just so thirsty.
I'm very thirsty. That ice cream dehydrated me.
Do you want some more cherries?
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm okay. We're fine. I don't need cherries.
Well, okay.
Yeah, there. We can't interrupt anymore. We're already 35 minutes in. I have a 6 a.m. tomorrow. I need to go home. So then they did a lot of canoodling in front of his parents.
Canoodling.
Which I am not a fan of. I've got deep, intense Southside Catholic shame. So, cannot.
No physical touch in front of
not
any,
at all. In
any
fact,
parents.
if I finally bring a girl home to meet my parents, I'll be like, why don't you sit on the other side of the room? I'll be over
I feel like
here.
you even get uncomfortable when I touch
Yeah,
you.
just help it. Are you done?
Yep.
Okay. No, don't. I'm getting edged on the screen.
Guys, we have fun.
Really, if you're not watching, you really
You're
should be.
missing out.
Yeah. So there's a lot of canoodling. Colton's hometown was next. It was in Colorado.
Also,
Yeah. No, that's right. Yeah, 2 in a row.
why'd you look at me like that?
Yeah, no, I was just like trying to think who else did it, and I was like, oh yeah, where we just
We were
fucking
just
were.
in
We were just
Colorado.
in Colorado. So Colton had a really good start to his date, which was very disappointing because I just want to make fun of how big of a piece of shit he is. They went to a children's hospital. I guess he works with sick kids. And they did stuff with sick kids. It was very sweet.
He gave them presents.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Then Colton became a piece of shit, so this is great. He says
On brand.
Says he's never brought a girl home before. Lies. On the Twitter,
Lies.
there's several pictures of Allie Raceman with his family. Also, something that he had 50 people at his
There were a
hometown.
lot of
There were
people.
a lot of people. What is the cutoff there?
I don't know.
I mean,
47.
yeah. How many people, let's say, hypothetically, and Jeff can be there too. You get a hometown date. How many people?
I go on the show.
Yeah.
I get a hometown.
But you're still
I'm like,
married.
hey, this is my husband.
Yeah. I want you to meet someone
Who
very
else?
important
Who
to
else
me.
would be there?
Yeah. Who else is there?
Probably my parents, my sister and her husband. My in-laws.
Yeah, they should
A
probably
best
be there
friend.
too.
Probably 10 people
And
max.
your daughter, yeah.
My daughter, yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's my husband and my daughter.
My husband and my daughter. This is what you were signing up for, right?
Yeah.
To be a second husband situation.
It's like big love. Yeah, mine
In
is
your wagon.
Mine is my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, maybe my cousin Mary Ellen, just if she wants to be on TV.
Yep.
That's about it. Yeah.
5.
I don't know how my... Look, something to think about for my hometown, if I were to ever be on this show, is if films...
Heather, you can come, yes.
The hometowns would probably occur in early May. So I've missed all of April, right?
Yeah.
I'd have to be caught up on so much sports information that would consume a lot of my hometown.
Just be you on Twitter.
Like,
/
so
watching
what
the news.
have the Sox been doing?
Yep.
What's going on here? I need to really catch up. So
Well, I feel like you don't need to know every detail, so they can just hit you with the highlights.
no, I'd probably need to know everything.
Oh, God. You and Jeff.
Yeah, just every little.
Swear to God.
So let's see. He's got a lot of family members. This is where I threw in that there should always be an ex-girlfriend there.
Yes.
That's where I came up with this idea. His dad said, don't pick Colton if he's not the one. Mm-hmm. No shit.
Way to throw a wrench in it, Dad.
Yeah. And then he talked to his mom, and he said, I told her how I'm a virgin. Apparently this was news to his mom as well.
His mom has terrible highlights.
Okay.
They are so brassy and thin. And in her bangs. Mm-hmm. It's not a good look.
No. Terrible.
Just going on the hair theme.
Yeah, the worst. Yeah, so then his mom was like, well, you're not really a virgin, are you?
She said that, guys. Yeah. She said that.
You didn't have sex with Allie?
I thought I heard you that one time.
Yeah, I could have sworn that you had sex with Allie. Well, you kind of fucked her up there. She was really hot.
Right?
Once again, if Allie Raisman wants to be a virgin, that's totally cool. Like, we're not...
Yeah.
Somebody, got on us last week a little bit in the comments.
Yeah.
It's like, we're joking.
They're like, she is a survivor of sexual assault. It's like, yes, but just because you've been... Yeah, that doesn't mean that your sexuality disappears. And also... Necessarily. Everybody handles that differently.
Also, we just spent 5 minutes talking about how I was high-fiving running around when O.J. Simpson was found not guilty. This is not a serious podcast. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess everyone loved Becca there. Nobody disliked Becca. There was nothing wrong on these hometowns.
No.
And then she went to L.A. and she had a talk with the gal pals for clarity. Once again, these cannot be her best friends.
No.
But then this is part of Bachelor Nation that confuses me. Do people just abandon their friends once they get on the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of them. Like the ones that you see again. Because if they want to be on Paradise or they want to get paid to go to pool parties in Vegas and to sell straighteners on Instagram, but they need to be around people with more followers.
Okay.
So, they do... I feel like there always tends to be, a small group from each cycle that stays friends and that tries to get, Insta-famous.
Right. Well, this
at
is
least
that
a
small.
Certain level.
This is that small group.
This is that group.
It's Cien, Becca, Tia, Caroline.
Yes, and then another K.
Kendall.
Yes.
I like Kendall.
Me too.
Yeah, she's very cute. So they are there, and we just keep zooming in on Tia's facial expressions
because she's just like.
Look at that double chin I can still do. Isn't that impressive?
We just found her still.
I don't think so.
We're both way too vain for that, you guys. We can't make it that unflattering.
I'm far too insecure. There are times I'm going for the still shot. I'm like, oh, Jenny doesn't look good in that one. I can't do it.
Appreciated.
Yeah, I do the same thing for me though too. It's hard to find one where we say that we both look good.
Yeah, we usually have to plan it. Should we do one? No,
we're fine.
A little side eye.
That's good. That was good. I don't know.
At 43:30.
Okay, thanks. So she starts listening who's left. Becca does. And then Tia hears Colton. She's like, oh, shoot. I reckon that's not good.
It's like you knew it was coming, bitch.
I need to find a way to make this all about me.
And then they go talk on the balcony, and Caroline's all like, these are two of my best friends, and Tia's just been texting me about how she feels sick about the whole thing. And it's like, why didn't you say something?
But how could she feel sick? They didn't have sex. Supposedly. Allegedly.
Maybe it was in that movie, 40 Days and 40 Nights.
You're going to have to refresh me on that one.
It was a guy in the 90s, and the girl was also very 90s in haircut and clothing. Mm-hmm. And I think she was in a couple of things. But he decides to give up all sexual activity for Lent, including masturbation. Which I feel like would be rough on the cojones.
Can I guess who was in it?
Yeah. Spiky hair.
Oh, I was going to say Josh Hartnett, but...
I think it was. It was Josh Hartnett.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You turned down Batman.
Oh, that was dumb.
It was, yeah. He's an idiot.
That was dumb.
Okay, so...
anyway, he falls in love with this chick, but he can't do anything about it. And then, like, he does something, like, with a feather. Like, they're not even, like, touching. Then she comes. Maybe it was like that.
Also, it was only 40 days.
It's not that long.
It's not that long.
It's like not even a month and a half.
Yeah. So you wait 6 weeks to have sex with her.
It's not a big deal.
Jesus. Shoot, let me get some feathers. I don't know. I can whip something up.
I think it was like a feather. And it's like, just like these panned shots.
Does anybody have a leaf blower? You can probably make her come doing that.
He actually, that ends like funnily, but he gets raped.
Jesus
Because it ends up being like this big, like everybody's betting on it. And how long he can go.
Yeah.
And his ex-girlfriend, he's like asleep and there's like a camera that's like live streaming. He's like asleep. His girlfriend comes and fucking rapes him. So that she can win the money. Because she places a bet for that day.
Wow. 90s.
Yeah, guys. It was supposed to be like...
Clinton, OJ, 40 days, 40 nights, what a time to be alive. So Tia says that she's just not over Colton.
Yep. Oh, flower petals. That's what it is. It's not.
Oh,
it's
fuck.
not a...
I'm just alarmed at how many people are familiar with how he brought a woman to climax in 40 days and 40 nights. So she's got feelings. This is Tia just taking it out on Becca because Tia thought she was going to be the Bachelorette. She's not.
Real bitchy move.
So Becca's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I guess that sounds about right. I'm going to go do a rose ceremony. I'm going to dress like a total idiot.
I'm gonna stay out here on the balcony and look pensive.
Yeah. So they go to the rose ceremony. Her outfit, terrible. Who's dressing the guys?
They look even worse.
Jason was fine, okay? I don't like the pocket squares, but whatever.
But whatever. At least he looked like a grown-up.
Blake. Black suit, black shirt, red bow tie.
Like a bright red bow tie.
Jesus
Like he was in the
Christ.
percussion section of his high school, like, band concert.
I'm misunderstood.
Like, the percussionist decided to get a little wacky and wear red ties instead of black.
Yeah, right.
Because they're percussionists.
God damn it. Fucking drums. He's probably played the cymbals, though. He's not even...
Yeah.
It's just like clapping.
One of my good friends, her ex-boyfriend was in the percussion section of the band, and I went to one of his concerts with her, and there was like this giant gong, and it was his job to bang the gong like 4 times in this song. I got really excited about it.
So then Blake, then we've got Garrett. Garrett looks like he's in a scene in The Sopranos.
All black.
At a funeral.
All black.
Black suit, black shirt, black tie.
There was so much black. It's supposed to be spring.
Jesus. Who thinks that's a good look?
Evidently Colton, who wore a bright blue suit.
With sleeves up to here.
His sleeves were so high, and it wasn't even like they were pushed up. Like it was just bad tailoring.
It wasn't like Miami Vice, like I'm pushing up my sleeves, yeah.
And then he wore a black t-shirt underneath because he doesn't know how to tie a tie.
Yeah, that's what we discovered.
It's Tommy's theory.
Prove me wrong.
Show me Colton with a tie that he tied himself. I need a video of him in a mirror.
So then Colton has a talk with Papa Bear. And he got a little ahead of himself. He says, so the fantasy suite, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I'm a virgin. It's like, so how's that going to work? And I thought Harrison was going to be like, well, we can fix that right now. And he starts unbuckling his pants.
It was weird. He's just like, I just need to know what the expectations are. And it's like, why are you fucking asking me, dude?
Yeah, we've had virgins in the fantasy suite before.
It's like, I feel like that's a conversation you should have had with Becca.
Yeah.
Like, maybe when they were on their date.
Maybe. So, but he really thought he was going to get to... He thought he was a shoo-in for the fantasy
Oh, yeah,
suite.
he did.
So then, guess what? He didn't get a rose. So Colton has a couple ways to play this. This is what's going to happen. Spoiler alert. Probably. I don't know if they've named the cast. Either him or Tia is going to be on the original cast, and they'll bring in one or the other.
Tia is definitely on it because she was in the preview.
Okay, so they're going to bring them on.
As was Jordan. He was not wearing a muumuu, but he was wearing like a V-necked two-piece that looked like a dress. It was floral.
I need him off my TV. I need him out of my life.
Forever.
So, Colton can either end up with Tia, in which case he won't get to be the Bachelor.
No.
Or he goes to Paradise, Tia's there. She's like, I reckon I'm going to fight for you. And he's going to be like...
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I know. I'm from Wiener. Arkansas.
Okay, it's gone now.
Yeah. So, he can say, you keep ruining my shots at love. I'm over you. You sabotaged me with Becca. Now I'm heartbroken. And I have to go. Yeah. I saw that theory on the Bachelor subreddit, but I thought that was a really good one.
thief.
Yeah, I know. That's a good one, though. As long as I attribute it at some point, it's not plagiarism. It could be 10 years down the line. So, yeah, I don't know. Colton, I think, is kind of cooked as the Bachelor. I guess it's Jason or Blake. I don't know who it's going to be.
I'm not wild about either of those prospects. Can we bring in Peter?
No.
Why not?
I heard Ashley Spivey on Bachelor Party with Juliet Littman say that she wants Wills to be the Bachelor for diversity purposes. But, like, Wills... You know how I just yawned? That would be Will's entire season. He always seemed completely disinterested. And I can't do that dressing.
Well, and I don't know if that was editing. Because, like, the couple of times I actually heard him utter sentences. And when he told the used car salesman to fuck off. Like, I enjoyed those.
Yeah. But I don't... We'll see.
I feel like I don't have enough information about Wills to make a judgment.
We'll see what kind of charisma he has on Paradise.
Oh, yeah, because he'll be on.
Yeah. So then they're going to Thailand. That's where the fantasy suites are going to be.
Yep. A magical place.
And then next week we get to play our favorite game. Anal or no anal. If you're a new listener, that's what we do when it comes to fantasy suite.
It's a game that we play.
Yeah. I think that's the episode where the lady commented that I was a pervert.
You are. You are depraved.
Yeah.
And I am an angel.
Yeah, I know. It's that time, okay? No more fancy introductions. Buy the fucking book.
Support the artist.
We're in a new passage. We have a new character. I have to play a woman.
You can do it.
I will not insult anybody and try and do a falsetto.
Okay.
Okay? That would be just annoying and insulting. And it would probably ruin my voice. Now,
glug.
Yeah, I'm going to get a drink of water. Why don't you tell them what page we're on?
We are on page 20 in your hymnals, the paperback edition.
Is there a hardcover with illustrations? That would be a wonderful Christmas gift.
Straight to paperback, like a straight to DVD movie.
Yeah. There's a chance that's what happened.
Heather, we don't have a link. You have to, like, set that up to get paid.
Or just Google it.
Also, nobody sent us a photo, so I have no evidence that we would have gotten any money from people purchasing this book anyway.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have.
Send us pictures with your book.
Okay. So we're going to start here. This is a longer passage.
Tamara, I don't care if Peter's nefarious. He's hot.
Yeah.
He's hot.
Hot. Almost as hot as Jake. Perfect.
You know what? I bet you, like, Chris Harrison thinks he's Jake.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Jake is the man that Chris Harrison thinks he is.
Yeah. Jake. Yeah. I think so. Seriously, do you think Harrison is just tearing it up, like lady-wise, or is he pretty alone in his life?
Isn't he married, like, with kids?
No, he's divorced.
Oh, he's divorced with kids?
Yeah. I feel like he's hooking up with a lot of divorced moms.
Yes. He goes to that carpool line, like, wanting to pick up more than his children.
Supposedly him and Andy.
Dorfman?
Yeah. I know.
Well, that's really disappointing for you.
Very upsetting, yeah. We talked about it. Stop it. Okay, so I'll start here. I could do worse. Did you seriously just say that?
Wait, hold on.
You're right there.
So is this Lee?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you her friend?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start this again.
Okay.
Tommy is another woman
I'm Chloe.
talking to Lee.
I could do worse. Did you seriously just say that?
Don't look at me like that. We've been together a while now. We see each other every day. He means a lot to me, Chloe. I owe him my whole career, my whole life in New York.
Chloe waved the waitress over for another beer. I'm going to need more alcohol for this conversation. I can't believe what I'm hearing. Lee Merrill is settling.
Chloe, I love him.
Chloe fixed her with a level look. Do you really?
I do. He's a good man. He's maybe the best man I've ever known. That isn't settling.
I know you, Chloe said. You're trying to talk yourself into it. Because if you were that certain, you would have said yes right away and meant it. Lee sighed. There was no point arguing with Chloe. Something, after all, was holding her back. Just what, though? She wasn't sure.
Chloe took a sip of her beer and said,
Oop. Is he okay and all? You coming home for a week?
Why wouldn't he be?
I've seen the way he looks at you, Chloe said. She squeezed the lime into her beer and then stuffed it down the neck of the bottle. I've seen him holding your chair out, offering you his arm.
So he's a gentleman, Lee said. I like that about him.
He treats you like a kid, like you've made of glass or something.
He's not as uptight as you think.
Chloe grinned.
Really, he thought it was a great idea. Me coming to the conference, drove me to the airport even.
Sure. He's always been supportive of your career.
Chloe, don't start.
I don't think I ever told you what he said to me at dinner the last time I came to visit you. It was at that restaurant you like, the one with the glass Buddhas. Fuck. You had gone to the bathroom and he leaned over and whispered to me, real soft like. Was Lee's grandfather a good man? Was he gentle with Lee? Chloe broke into a crazy laugh. I almost died. Can you imagine anyone thinking Jean Merrill was some sort of child abuser?
Lee put down her fork.
Jesus, what did you say?
I told him Jean used to whip you with a willow switch. Said he made you cut it yourself and bring it to him whenever you'd done something bad. Said he did it over your clothes so you wouldn't have any incriminating marks.
Chloe!
A little bit clumped there. Chloe. That was Tom Brokaw. Chloe.
Chloe!
Her friend grinned. Kidding. I told him he was being an elitist New York prick and that not everyone in Texas beats their children.
Chloe, you did it. You're bad.
That was impromptu, but you didn't even know. No, I didn't either, but I thought about it. That was Chloe's way. She had to make at least one joke, and sometimes two, before she could get around to being serious. I said your granddad was the most gracious old gentleman I ever met, and you adored him. What do you think I said? She took a sip of her beer. I know Joseph's just looking out for you.
Yes, he is. He is just looking out for me.
She picked up her fork again and cut herself another bite.
He thinks there's a reason I haven't been home in 10 years. Some kind of secret I've been keeping from him.
Chloe rubbed a hand over her hair, a gesture she made whenever she was trying to be tactful, but always gave her away. The bell over the door rang, and a couple of hipster boys in low-slung jeans came in, bringing the heat with them. Chloe said, Isn't there?
No, Lee said. I mean, It's not a secret.
So you told him... Oh, sorry.
Chloe.
Chloe's a man. Chloe's name is Chris. So you told him what happened with Jake?
Lee swallowed hard, took a sip of her margarita, and said, I haven't lied to him. Everyone knows what happened. It was in all the papers, on the news. If Joseph wants to look me up, anything from my past, it's all there for him to find out. I'm not hiding anything. He maybe hasn't asked the right questions yet.
And denial is a river in Egypt.
That was my favorite comeback in 6th grade.
Ouch. Chloe is confused.
Lee took another gulp of her drink, then licked a bit of salt from her lips, which suddenly felt too dry, too tight.
Really, I'm sick of thinking about it all, Chloe. It was all such a long time ago anyway. I've moved on, like Jake said we should. I'd rather forget it.
Chloe pointed at Lee with her beer bottle and said, well, you better get ready to remember, babe, because there's something you need to know.
Lee took another bite.
What's that?
Jake's back in town. And scene. Pretty good one. That is a pretty good. Sets the mood.
Is this how Chris Harrison thinks women talk to each other?
Yes. And hipsters wear low-slung jeans.
Low-slung jeans. Denial is just a river in Egypt.
That's a good one. That was a good one. All right, guys. Thanks so much. If you're stuck with us, I don't know why.
We're delightful.
Yeah. Okay, so thanks so much. We'll see you next week.
Email us.
Email us, takethisrosepodcast@gmail.com. @takethisrosepodcast on Instagram.
@takethisrose on Twitter.
Take This Rose on Facebook.
@Tommy.Ruff.
And at that trainer Tommy.
@JennyCakesShy.
Yeah.
Personal Instagram, not that hard to find.
Yeah. All right. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.